Picture this, okay? You're driving through the countryside in your Tesla. FSD is activated. You have this beautiful, thought provoking music playing in the cabin, and you look out to the autumn trees, wondering, how could they all grow so big? How just one seed can produce all of that lumber? So you just ask your Tesla, hey, Tesla, how does all of that lumber, like 100 feet into the sky, just come out of one little seed?
Once the seed has found the right conditions, it needs to secure itself. The first root breaks through the seed, anchoring it and taking in water for the developing plant. Then over time, huge amounts of wood shoot the tree 100 feet into the sky.
Awesome. As you can see, no longer will driving be time wasted with large language models integrated into Tesla vehicles. Transporting yourself will become a very enjoyable time in a nice soundproof cabin with infinite amounts of information at your fingertips. Elon is currently working on large language models with his company XAI, and I don't see why these wouldn't be integrated into Tesla vehicles in the future. And on top of this possibility, Adam Jonas has just released a new report that explores and imagines even more possibilities for Tesla's software. He ponders whether your phone could tap into your Tesla's battery supply and compute power to run AI applications on your phone, and he also considers what the implications are for X's Everything app in the future. Let's start the report from the beginning. Next generation software defined vehicles may blur the lines between the automobile and the mobile device market. Can a car key do more than just open a door? Can a part of the car stay with you? It's not too early for investors to consider the implications for Tesla. Things have changed quite a bit since we asked investors the question, might Tesla make a phone before Apple makes a car? This past December, among other changes, investors have seen the topic of AI become a consequential market theme with implications for long-term growth rates and valuation across a range of assets. Does the Internet of Cars market stop at the car? From an automotive perspective, the topic of supercomputing at both the data center level and at the edge are highly relevant given the incremental global unit sold is a car that can perform over-the-air updates of firmware, has a battery with a stored energy equivalent of approximately 2,000 iPhones, and a liquid-cooled inference supercomputer as standard kit. What if your phone could tap into our vehicle's compute power and battery supply to run AI applications? I really like this idea, and it reminds me of Tesla's energy business and their virtual power plants. Homeowners can store energy in their power walls and sell that energy that they have stored back into the grid when the grid needs it. Tesla has enabled this passing of energy through virtual realms. And with the car, with its compute power and battery supply, what that might enable you to do on your phone through that virtual transfer of energy, there's a lot of possibilities. I mean, we are pretty restricted with the amount of compute that can be packed into our small little phones, but imagine the capabilities if you can tap into your vehicle's power. Every Tesla car is equipped with two NVIDIA GPUs that are capable of 25 trillion operations per second. What kind of applications do you think would arise on our cell phones if we were able to tap into our Tesla's power? Let me know in the comments. Tesla's vehicles have long been described as iPhones on wheels. From our studying of the software-defined vehicle, it becomes clear that many of the key attributes of today's connected vehicles include all of the primary hardware of a smartphone: battery, screen, compute, modem, antenna, but wrapped inside an aerodynamic form factor with additional features such as electric motors, climate control, suspension, those sorts of things. Some recent stories over the past couple of weeks caught our attention with respect to the evolving Venn diagram between car and phone. An auto company making a phone, Chinese car company NIO, launched a smartphone designed for specific use with its EVs. AI at the edge accelerates the debate. Edge compute and AI have brought to light some of the challenges of marrying today's smartphones with ever more powerful AI-driven applications. Numerous media reports have discussed OpenAI potentially developing a consumer device specifically designed for AI. This, of course, would be a device that has a lot of compute that enables AI applications on your phone. However, I don't see how Apple wouldn't be able to compete in this market as well. Apple already has a lot of advantages and perks in its ecosystem, and if it simply just ramped up the compute in its hardware, I think it would be hard for OpenAI to compete in this consumer device market. And now you have the possibility of Tesla transferring compute virtually to Apple phones And it wouldn't be much of a competition, but I'll keep an eye on OpenAI and see if they do end up developing any kind of device. There's also an extremely new cool integration with Apple and Tesla that just took place. The phone as a heavy car key. Any Tesla owner will tell you how they use their smartphone as their primary key to unlock their car, as well as running other remote applications as they interact with their vehicles. The action button on the iPhone 15 potentially takes us to a different level of convenience. If you don't know, the Apple iPhone 15 has this new button on the side. It's where the mute button used to be, and all you have to do is click it, and your Tesla car door will open, or you can program it to have the trunk open, or you can program it to manage the temperature. You get to arrange the hotkeys in the application so that when you press that little button on your phone, you can have it just so the Tesla door opens. You don't even have to take the phone out of your pocket. It's extremely convenient, and you don't need a car key. You can see Apple and Tesla starting to work together to make their products better, and they're doing it all without Tesla having to even make a phone at all. The implications for Tesla. Our OW thesis on Tesla is heavily dependent on an expansion of the addressable market beyond the point of sale unit price business model. What this means is that Morgan Stanley has a $400 price target on Tesla, and a lot of it is dependent on these software sales. What happens after they make that couple $1,000s on the sale of the vehicle? They need Dojo to be licensed, and they need Dojo to generate revenue. They need FSD subscription sales, and now they're talking about other means of revenue, transferring compute to your phone, all sorts of things. Do Elon Musk's plan to turn X into an everything app require development of hardware outside the car? That's the question of this whole report. It's like, if you can transfer compute and battery supply to your phone, you don't need that open AI consumer device. The everything app that Musk is planning, that involves your finances, that involves live streaming, and that involves large language models, can all be done with our existing hardware, the FSD computer inside the Tesla vehicle, and your smartphone. Let's keep reading. Answering that question is extraordinarily difficult. As discussed in our recent defense of the robotaxi, the ultimate destination of the future of mobility will be anything but ordinary. Guys, Tesla is not advertising, right? And you can see the potential for all of the cars that are already in existence. Like, you might own a Tesla right now, and he is constantly working to make your Tesla better over the air. We've never seen this in mobility. And so the future of mobility is all about that fact. We want driving to be a word of the past, taken out of the dictionary. We want to convert that word to transport. I'm going to transport myself, meaning my car is going to drive me, and I'm going to sit in my soundproof cabin listening to beautiful music or asking my AI hard questions. And the beauty of all of this is AI is coming, and AI is going to get extremely intelligent. And Elon stresses that we need to have AI integrated with our way of thinking and integrated with our way of producing, so that AI does not outcompete humans and become more powerful than us. So we need to have AI in every asset of our lives. That means in the home with your Optimus or with your phone. And it also means on the road. If we have AI, large language models, integrated into our Tesla, then we're not lagging behind, because it's always around us and we can always have access to it and we can always use it as aid. And so going forward in the competitive EV market, I mean, Tesla just continues to make their product better rather than advertise, because the best product is going to sell. They just reached 2 million sales EVs. They just became the best-selling Model Y in the world without any advertising at all. And it's because they continue to make their product better. Silicon Valley tech that they've learned, and they've adapted it to the auto market. And they're above and beyond. And as my generation gets older and older, there's only one car we're going to buy. Kids love Teslas. That's because they're cool. And what makes them cool is that they don't advertise, because as soon as you start to advertise, you put yourself in the pool with all of the other automakers. But right now, Tesla's over here. They're completely different than everybody else. And so as the boomer money starts to transfer into the pockets of the millennials, the Gen Z, there's only one car we're buying, and it's Tesla. Anyways, that is today's thoughts and video. And if you have any thoughts, please let me know down in the comments. Subscribe to the channel while you are down there. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks, everyone.